Well, good morning, everyone. Monday, June, what is it? The 16th. Can you believe June has flown by? This is Jay Michael, Tyler, Texas. Welcome to Mentor Monday. And gosh, got a great show today. Great meeting. I think you're going to really enjoy this meeting. It's a great follow-up to the last meeting, which you might want to, if you missed last Monday on social media with Jade, it's available in the archives on our YouTube channel. But today is going to be kind of a follow-up and a little different twist, and it's going to be wonderful. Dave, by the way, is still in India on his countrywide tour through, I think, 10 or 12 major cities in India. I hear it's going well. A lot of great, just a lot of great people in India starting to get involved. And so it's just great. But I want to turn this over to my good friend, Miss Claudia, who we've been working together for almost 10 years now. And Claudia is my sister from another mother. And God bless you, Claudia. Great to see you. Are you in Canada or are you back in where? I'm not sure where you are right now. Welcome
Yeah.
on Mentor Monday. I'm going to turn it over to you to
Thank you,
introductions.
Mike.
You're welcome.
Yes, Mike, you and I go a long way for Life Made, a long time, that connection. Judy and I did so much when we were doing Woman Empowering Women with Gabby. And you are, I don't know if people don't know, but actually Michael is the greatest supporter of women that I know. He's actually the admin of the Woman Empowering Woman group and many more. And he's just such an advocate for women, since direct selling industry is led by women, but and a great group of men, but mainly women. So with that, I want to introduce one of the most incredible woman that I have met and gotten to know better and better now that she is in our For Life family. So I met Dodie a long time ago, over 30 or over 15 years ago, I would say. We worked together in the company for women. So we are driven by service. We're driven by helping people make a better life for themselves. And this is what she brings to the table, because she's a great trainer. She's a great and amazing person that wants to see people grow. When I found or connected again with her, it was through another program that she was doing in another company. And it was of a lot of value. And that's what she's now bringing with so many more things to For Life. Her heart is the heart of, again, service and helping us do what she does best, which is actually recruit. Find people online, find people on Facebook. So you can find them in any of the social media strategies or social media platforms that you use, but her strength is Facebook. Most of us are using Facebook around the world. So we do want to start, I guess, our trainings with Dodie here on how to there used to be a book that we followed. Now I think Dodie's going to write her own book, but it was never run out of people to talk to. She is the best example, because the interconnections that she created, but also the discipline. She's going to start doing some of the things she did before with that other company, which is teach us how to do power hours, connect with those people, be very disciplined on that connection and that follow-up, which really, to me, is the weakest link sometimes in network marketing. We're able to meet everybody and then we forget about them. So Dodie brings that to the table. She's like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 48 hours. You guys will see what she has. But today she's going to make it very simple, and we'll start with Facebook training. So Dodie, take it away, my girl.
Oh, Claudia, you make me blush. I love it. First, I want to start off with my favorite line. They're not strangers. They're just people we don't know yet. So we're going to learn how to make friends on Facebook. But first off, or I shouldn't say just on Facebook, you can implement these practices on any of the platforms for social media. So I use Facebook personally. That's my favorite. What I've noticed is from to give you an idea of what I've done. So I worked with Claudia and we were to recruit 2 new people a day. So we had to talk to 30 people face to face. So I would go to the park or I'd go to different places to find those 30 people. I mastered it down to talking to 10 people and recruiting 2. But the odds were I needed to get my 30 no's to get my 2 yeses. So there's that spin with it, making it fun again, right? So then COVID came and we had to start recruiting online. So, when you live in Canada, you sometimes have to recruit because -40, no one's anywhere. They're in their house, but they are on social media. And this helps you take your business to the whole entire world instead of just to who's in your backyard, right? And For Life gives us a company that adapts to every country. They have the opportunities to purchase products, they have the opportunity to be an affiliate, they have the opportunity to build a business. And they can do it exactly how you do it because that's where we're going to find them. But what I want to do right now with all of you is just take you back to the basics. I am going to send you home with some homework today. Just to try and get you in a groove with it. And the reason why I want to do this is once you start building consistency and a habit, it'll come natural and your speed will pick up. So, like I said, it took me 30 people at the beginning to find 2 to recruit. I got it down to 10 people and was able to recruit 2. So, that made my day more efficient. And I'm going to show you how to make your time on social media efficient but fun. So, and I'm all about fun. So, if you want to have fun, join me on the journey. I'm going to do a share screen right now. I've already prepped this part of the journey. So, and I am so sorry because I am a busy bee on social media. We'll probably get 100 beeps in here. So this is my personal page, but I want to take you, and we all have a personal page. So I want to take you, let's just go over, I don't have this in my notes, but let's go over our personal page first. I give a picture of myself. Now, I give a picture of myself with Troy because I don't know, some of you ladies may find there's men out there looking for women and they think that Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram is a dating site. So I want to eliminate that right away. So I have a picture of my significant other and my family. So if you scroll down, I have done my core values, which, you know what, J. Michael and Claudia, that would be a great training to do is core values. So we should jot that down. So you can read my core values. You can read a little bit about me. What you'll find is this is an opportunity for someone to check out you and see if you resonate with them. Okay. Or you can use it to your advantage. Once we get into making friends, you can check out their Facebook page and see if they resonate with you. Because if they're putting things up that you don't agree with, you don't really want to become friends, right? So that was a nugget I just kind of threw in there. And as you know me, I can be like a squirrel and in 100 places at one time. So let's go to the landing page of your Facebook page, and that's what we're on here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this section here, which is the stories. Okay, so stories are great. They are up there for 24 hours. They're at the top of the news feed. They're very casual content, but they create a sense of intimacy and connection with someone. So you can scroll through and check out other people's stories. So these are people I'm connected to, who I built friendships with. Now, this is the prime real estate because it's very visible to everyone out there. And it's going to give you authenticity. This is an opportunity for you to show your friends and family what's going on behind the scenes. So if you notice, my first post of the day is preparing for my 3 presentations today. So go big or go home, I guess is my motto. So today I have the Mentor Monday presentation. Then I'm going to go down to a beauty school and give a presentation. Now theirs is going to be an in-person presentation on sales, which will probably segue into social media because I always do bring it in. And then tonight will be my detox diaries with Dr. Ronnie. So I got up early, started making notes, so I'm prepared for the day. So I'm letting the people know what I'm doing. I may have added on there, I don't know if I added it onto my stories in here or into my Snapchat, my granddaughter and I at the bus. So just giving you some ideas. So on your stories, you can use it for polls, quizzes. You can put music to it. You can add links to it. It's very versatile piece. Just keep in mind it's only there for 24 hours. You have a length of up to 20 seconds to use there. And the beauty of a story is we can go in and see the analytics. And I will show you those next week and how to use those to your favor. It also cross promotes over to your Instagram. So if you want to link your Facebook with your Instagram, which is another training, and if that's something we need to add into next week's training, please message us or put it in the comments, and J. Michael and Claudia can let me know, and then I'll show you how to link your Facebook with your Instagram. And then whatever you post on your Facebook will automatically go onto your Instagram. Okay? So that's another important thing. So we want to talk about best practices when we're in the stories. So your videos always stand out. Videos hold attention, they grab attention, and they're better than any static. So static is what I've done, is my post just with a picture and a caption. Most people watch with the sounds off, so you do want to add captions to all your stories, even though you might have music embedded. If they're in a public place, because we know when we're tired or waiting for someone at a doctor's office, we're not going to turn our phone on. We're just going to, swipe. But if they can read what's going on, they don't necessarily have to hear it. Even when you do a live video, you should be putting a caption with it. This helps you stay on top. Now, the beauty of this is to post 1 to 5 times a day. Remember, they're only active for 24 hours. So, and this is your opportunity for behind the scenes. So here's an example. Tomorrow I'm brewing up my head that I'm going to show the toothpaste from For Life with my toothbrush first thing in the morning. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'll post that on there and I'll have a nice little caption. I feel like I've just had a professionally cleaned set of teeth every single day. I could say something like that. So think of things you're doing. Later today, I'm going to make sourdough hamburger buns. So I can take people through the process of creating the sourdough. Now, another opportunity with stories is a call to action. Right now, if you're part of the detox and you want to catch people's attention, you can post the opportunity to enter their name for the free giveaway for the detox kit for longevity. Or even better, Dr. Ronnie's soup recipe digital booklet is another great opportunity to plunk in your stories. And it has a call to action. DM me or heart me to get your copy of the cookbook. Now, other content ideas, how about what you do a handful of pills? That was one Jade shared with us. So you might have your transfer factor and your digestive enzymes. Guess what I'm taking? Like, we can think outside the box on how to get people's attention. What we don't want to see you do is to post a picture of the detox enzymes, because you know what's going to happen? That individual won't come to you. They're just going to go search up For Life themselves and they'll join on their own. Where if they have to come to you to ask about it, you can explain the benefits of the products, provide them with your personal shopping link, and grow your business that way. Another tip, 3 signs you might need to detox. Like, there's so many, and you all have your niches that you love with For Life. So J. Michael loves cardio. So his 3 reasons why you might need cardio in your life. And he could give 3 little signs that cardio could be a part of it. He could also say, hey, would you give cardio a 90-day try? Just to create some excitement for him in his stories. It would be like a poll that he could use. You can use it for before and afters and video clips. So there's so many uses. What I recommend is taking 10 minutes a day and going through there. And what you would do is you'd click on their stories like this and give them some loves or say, sexy as always, because that's going to get their attention, right? Then I would just thumb over to the next one. We don't want to spend a lot of time. And we want to give everybody a bit of love. So we're going to give Sherry Hahn some here. Oh, she's got a giveaway. So I'll have to come back there. Then here's somebody at a concert. How fun is that? And just simple little questions or comments, something to get their attention. Oh, of course, Dodie can't work her keys right now. There we go. Okay. So now I want to jump into the news feed. So that is the thing that runs down your page. So stories go across, news feeds go down. News feeds, nude feeds. That'll get a lot more attention. I don't even know. That might be banned on Facebook. Is a scrollable newspaper, basically. So you can scroll down. You can see Dave has a live feed going on right now. Now it's going to have people coming in here with paid sponsorship where they're promoting different things. Oops, there we go. I'm sorry. It's going to give you people you suggest that could be friends with you. And we'll talk about how to make friends next time because there is some little tools I have in my toolbox that I love. And then we start seeing things that are going on. I love Darlene's post because it's authentic. It's a picture she took. I love photos. Photos to me are attention grabbers. Okay, now I want to know what's going on in Darlene Geib's life. Oh, truly amazing. A group of 30 firefighters and management up from Colorado to help Saskatchewan. So we can give her love simply by going down here and giving her a comment. Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so users see the content from your friends, your family, and pages that they follow. So you won't see someone's feed if you're not friends with them. This is where engagement happens. So the likes, the comments, the shares, all of that is what we want to do. I'm sure you've all heard of the word algorithm. And the more we do on likes, comments on the stories and the news feeds helps the algorithm work in your favor. So your priority right now is to get the algorithm working in your favor. If you're not posting enough, it won't work. If you're just going on there and scrolling, the algorithm isn't working in your favor. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to do that. Now, Facebook controls what posts go up on the algorithm, and they have some control. So what I want to say is they're going to pick things that you put up and they'll show it to people who have similar interests. So they're going to see your likes and comments. They'll be able to watch or skip over them. Now, the true content can be like Darlene did, a photo with a caption. It could be a static, which means it's just text. I don't do a lot of them because I'm not a big fan of them. Reels, live videos, links to external content. Now, those are sticky ones. Those are hard to get visibility, and they're hard to get people to like and keep using. And then, of course, the ads and sponsorships. So we talked about Facebook, deciding on its favorites, but these are other things that you consider. Spark conversation. So with comments and likes, put an interesting fact up. Like, the one I used that got lots of mileage for me was, when you get home, do you put your pajamas on right away? Because it's something that we don't really discuss in public, but it got a lot of activity. Everybody was commenting. I'm not the only one who goes home and puts their pajamas on. I did show Troy that because he's like, you come through the door at 5 o'clock and at 5:02, you're in your pajamas. And I'm like, I'm not the only one out there. Look at my Facebook feed. There's a whole world out there that does this. So Facebook wants to keep people on their platform. So they're going to keep the news feed interesting to keep your attention. So you're not veering off to somewhere else. So think about your posts as you're doing them. Think about what's catching your attention. Um, Original content is my favorite. I don't recommend resharing, where some people will just take your post and reshare to their page. I would rather you take the content of their post and put it in your own words. And if it is a link, make it work that way. It's going to get more visibility on your personal page as opposed to me. Well, Darlene doesn't have that feature. So what I'm going to show is one that I could use. So say I wanted, no, water fasting's not on there. So Cole's Yard Care, that's a gentleman who has a yard care company here in Moose Jaw. And if I wanted to give him a social post boost or exposure, I could push the share button. But when I do that, this is what it's going to do. It's going to allow me to give a little bit of snippet, and then his post will show up in my page. But what I'd rather do is take his business name and create my own personal post for him to help build my algorithm and help promote him to my friends and family. Okay? So what we want to do now that I've is there any questions right now before I jump into the next little bit?
I didn't understand the last part with Kels. I don't know if anybody has some questions, post them on the chat, but can you go
Okay.
back to Kels? And I just didn't get that part.
To this part, Cole's?
Coles, yes.
Okay. So you see this little button here, Claudia? If I share it and I put great family business and I do this, now we'll go up to my top here. I'm going to show you how it's going to show up. It may take a minute. Oops.
Let me go back to the original question I had, which is, it's Coles, a friend that posted on your site. Is he
He didn't
friend?
post on my site. It's in the news feed.
But it was
So
not an ad. It was not an ad.
No, it's not an ad. It's a local
Exactly.
news
It was a post, but is this a family that you know?
Yes,
Okay.
personally. So you can see here that I've shared his post, but great family business. But it will get more mileage if I took the post and wrote it into my own words as opposed to doing that. Does that make sense?
It does, and I think the example, I understand it a little bit better when we're reusing the four life things, which is do not repost everything unless you don't have a lot of time, but take the picture that For Life is posting on Instagram or Facebook and
Okay.
change it to your own words. It's kind of like the same thing, right?
Exactly. So let's do a
So
For Life one.
instead of reposting something For Life, post it, take the information and write it yourself.
Right.
Even if you're copy pasting it.
Right. So you can simply click over the photo and it should give me, you can save the photo I don't know if a feature works on this as easily. Save the photo, use the same image because it's nice and clean. It has the basic talking points. So if somebody's scrolling through, they don't need to read what For Life wrote. But what I can do is take this and rework it so it sounds like me, not like For Life, and create the whole post myself without sharing. And that's going to make more of a, it's going to help the algorithm more because it's authentic from me.
Correct. And in the case of calls, you want to give a hand to a friend. But again, what I didn't know is that it went to your top. So that was new for me. Like helping him with his business later on will help you cross promote so that hopefully he'll
Well,
help you with your business, right?
right.
Like kind of like I
So
scratch your back, you scratch mine, right?
exactly.
Okay.
And I think as small business owners, he's in a yard care business. So um, we're not competing for the same clientele, but I could go find him and give him a ghost stick while he's working today. And that could be my post going out to him, right? So then when I go to where he's working, I could do a social post and tag him in it and get a bump for his friends. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. If
Okay.
anybody has any comments, please write them in the chat.
Okay, so what I want to talk about is how to have a happy balance on your Facebook page so you don't look like you're just about sales, right? Or just about whatever your niche is. Like, yes, Dodie loves to detox. Dodie loves everything about detoxing and juicing. But I don't want to just be Dodie Detox Juicer. And then everybody's going to leave my page because I'm so boring because all I talk about is balancing my alkali with my green juice. So, in a week, I want you to sit there and personally think about how much time you can give social media. So if you're a part-time, and I'm throwing this out there, part-time, I'm saying 3 hours a week. If you want to do this full-time, 5 hours a week. And what happens is that's going to reflect in how much time you put into your platform. Now, instead of trying to be on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, X, um, TikTok, pick one right now and build your comfort and your speed with it before you start venturing off because it's easier to focus on one thing and make it grow than to scatter yourself everywhere and hope something grows, right? So when we do next week's training, you'll see why I'm putting this into play on Facebook is my heavy focus. And it'll all make sense next week. But for now, I just really want you to think about, do I want to can I give my business part-time, 3 hours a week, social media, or 5 hours a week for full-time? Okay, so I want you to think about that. In saying that, write this down. If you're part-time, you're going to do 3 posts a week and 3 stories a week. If you're full-time, you're going to use 5 posts a week in the newsfeed and 5 stories a week. Okay? Now, in saying that, we need to have a happy balance. So you need to have 80% personal, 20% business. So if you decide to do part-time, you're going to go 1 business post a week. If you decide to do full-time, you'll do 2 business posts a week. And you're going to scatter them out. So I've asked you that. I've explained that. I'm just catching up on my notes. The minimum you want to do is 3 posts a week. So you're either part-time or full-time. If you want to build a business online, you've got to at least show up in the game for 3 times a week. Okay? So personal posts, personal lets people know about you. Okay? This is where you build your relationships. This is where they find out Dodie is fun, quirky. She loves her family. I love sourdough. I now have a ginger bug. I like to get back to working out. Oh, I also am a fashionista. I love clothing. So if you go into my personal page, you will see that. And you'll see that I'm always positive and upbeat. So you're more than welcome to go in there and creep me. I'm totally fine with it. And you can more than welcome create your own post similar to what I've created. I just ask that you don't share and you recreate to use for your personal. So using a text in your post, and when I say text, it's all words, no photos, is a way to tell a story. It's a way to spark emotions or engagement in your post. Okay. The second post is your photo, which is an attention grabber. Um, it's used for your personal branding. You can use branding images, just like I just showed you from For Life. You We all have those cell phones in our hands all day long. Of course, mine was down to 5%, so it's on the counter charging right now. But when you're out and about, take different photos of different things. You never know when you might go, I need a photo for something about ladybugs. Oh, just a minute. Last year, when I was painting the fence, there was a bunch of ladybugs up in the corner, and I took a photo. How perfect is that? And we know a photo can say 1,000 words. So while you're out and about, get those moments when you're near something or something's dear to you, take the opportunity to grab the photo. Another thing, Facebook, your third option is a video. They love videos, original content, genuine content, and make it authentic. Don't be salesy. Talk about why you love the transfer factor Pro TF, which, by the way, I'm addicted now to the Greek yogurt and the vanilla because I feel like I'm eating icing, but I'm not. I'm not cheating, but I think I am. So this morning, my granddaughter had a beautiful Pro TF chocolate protein mixed with the yogurt layered with strawberries and then the vanilla layered with strawberries. She thought it was like the best breakfast ever, and I put it in a beautiful crystal pinwheel. Like this is what happens when you come to Nana's house. At mom, she probably just gets boring toast and peanut butter. So, but that's a good post, right? I bet you your breakfast doesn't look as good as my granddaughter's. It's a post to cause um, questions, right? They're going to want to know what's in the cup. Why are you feeding your granddaughter protein or sugar, right? Where I can come back and go, oh my gosh, it's this amazing protein powder that I'm absolutely in love with. And when an 8-year-old approves it, you know it's good. Then there's links. Now, remember what I told you about links. They're not as much of a attention grabber, but there is blogs that you can link in. If you're in Canada, you can never use a link from a news. Um,
Can
we're
you
not
show
allowed.
us, Dodie, what a link looks like, please?
Yep. Let me think. I don't use links very often. So, because in Canada, we're not allowed to use links. Oh, is there a link here? Right.
Yes.
No,
No.
there's no link there because Dodie doesn't use links.
I know how we can do the example.
Right
There's
here
a
is a
link right there.
link. So you're going to click it and it's going to take you into the event. Or if it was a blog, it would take you to the blog, right? And then of course lives get you a lot of attention. So sometimes if you can just pop on and give somebody a snippet of what is going on in your day, they will love it. It gets you more traction. If you give it a few minutes and let people join you, you can give out some shout outs for highs and thank yous and so forth. It's kind of quite fun to do those too. Another opportunity is an engaging post. So it could be, I could put that picture of the breakfast parfait and ask what kind of protein powder they have, or what kind of protein grams are they getting in their morning breakfast. That might be even more attention getting because it's going to say to somebody, am I even consuming protein? or am I consuming enough protein to get me through to the lunch hour? So those are great things. That's going to also help your algorithm. So let's talk about the best practices. We're wanting to do 3 to 5 posts a week, minimum of 3. We want to write engaging captions. So engaging captions could be questions, emojis, or storytelling. We want to maybe add a call to action. These don't all have to be in one post. I want you to take this as ideas to use throughout the 3 to 5 posts in a week. Use hashtags, but keep them to a minimum, 1 to 3 hashtags that are pertaining to you and what you're trying to do.
Let's stop right there in hashtags. That's always a good question and a good topic. Can you kind of show people what a hashtag is, and maybe if you know
Okay, so
what
here's
kind of
a good
hashtag
example.
goes well with a post?
Okay. So we're just going to use my social media post here. So I hashtag Mentor Monday. So if I click on this, this is going to take me to everything that's happened with Mentor Monday, because that's Upline Pro's verbiage, right? So that linked me right over there, and I can see what's going on with Mentor Monday. But let's go back. Let's see what else I use for hashtags. Relationship building. So where's this going to take me? Oh, it's one Dodie uses. So there's me last year doing my beauty school seminar, which I'm going to do today, and different people who have used that hashtag. So here's a good example, and you really do want to hone in. If I put shop local could take me anywhere, right? So you really want to dial into shop local Moose Jaw, because that's where I live, or shop local Saskatchewan, shop local Canada. So we could really dial in with For Life Hawaii, For Life North America or US, and that'll dial us into what's going on here, as opposed to having such a vast majority of feeds, right? So let's take an example. I'm going to do water workout. Hashtag water workout. And I want you just to see what I mean. I haven't checked this one. Okay, there's 22,000 posts here. So we've got pool fit. He's giving me some exercises to do in the water, some ideas. Okay, so he must be the only one using hashtag water workout. Okay, let's try protein shake. 55,000. So we see how simple she's making her protein shake look. This is a great thing for you to do. I love this one because she's showing how she fits her protein shake into her lifestyles. Here again, they're doing everything we said not to do. They're posting their picture of their products. This one's got a great one. She's drinking it, enjoying it. She's not making an awful face, so it must taste great. And she's talking about why she loves it. And she's giving us a cheers. Did that help, Claudia?
It did, and I wanted to point out that that last person, she actually added even the on the not on the comments, but on her own video, she wrote over the video some of the benefits of her protein powder, protein shake. So yes, but going back to hashtags, I just want to make sure everybody, since we're going into basics, I know what this may be basic for some of you, but like some people came in later. Dodie's coming back next week to continue the training. So we're just trying to take this first one very slowly. So I actually want to stop right here. Dodie, let's stop sharing for a second. We're 15 minutes to the hour, and let's
Okay.
stop and just kind of talk a little bit about some of the things that people have written down and go into questions. So I want to talk.
And I do want to give them homework, Claudia,
Oh,
before.
and the homework, exactly. So Erica has been very active. Yay, Erica, giving some tips. So Erica says, I have found that the more I like, a little earlier when you were talking about commenting on a lot of people, she says, I have found that the more I like and comment on people's posts, stories, and messages, the message people, the more people's posts I see. If I get lazy, I don't do these things. I only see the same few people posts versus a large amount of people. So Erica, that is very interesting because that's what happens. And that's why Dodie's giving you the first and largest piece of advice, which is it's better to manage one social media site, but manage it well, because it's not about getting lazy. I don't think you have any lazy in you, but it's getting busy. So when you get busy and you're trying to manage 5 different social media sites, then what happens is you lose your following. And Facebook is like, oh, she's not interested anymore. We're just going to go to the other 100 million people that are interested in posting, and we're going to help them with their algorithm. So it's more about, if you have made a partnership with that social media, they want to have you posting because you have become a partner to them. And like Dodie says, it's all about slowing down the scroll. So if you're able to do that for them, they in return are going to show your posts. So for those of you that don't know that, it's just slow the scroll. That's called slow the scroll. So it's a partnership. Remember, if you're able to slow the scroll for their audience, it's your audience, but it's also their audience. Once you put your friends there, they belong also to Facebook. So once you're able to slow their scroll and say, oh, look, Dodie got a new haircut, and Dodie did this thing to her hair. Oh, and she's doing a shake as well. So you slow down the scroll for people to see their influencer, because even if you have 5 people, you're already influencing into people. So now Dodie's catching my attention. I like how she does her hair. I like the things she's posting. She's posting about her family. So now Facebook is going to show me more things about Dodie. And so it's a partnership. And I think people don't understand a lot that, because they're like, oh, but they're not showing any of my posts. Well, number one, how many times have you posted that week for them? It's almost like you kind of work for them, but it's not. It's a partnership. But if you're not doing your job, they have a lot of other people that are. So that's the thing. The other thing that Erica wrote, and that's interesting, is where is
Claudia,
Erica?
can I say one thing?
Of course, it's your training. I'm just supporting you.
When you post, don't post and ghost. So if you put a post up and never go back to it,
Yes.
you're ghosting them. So don't do that. Post, give your post 24 hours minimum to allow everyone to see it, and then go back and start liking and commenting. The reason you do that is it's going to grab that algorithm again and populate you back to the top of the feed. So you can get a lot of mileage out of one post if you utilize it properly. Next week, I'm going to tell you what to do with the likes and comments on your post, or likes on your post. And we're going to build that into your algorithm, but I'm not going there today. I don't
No,
want to overwhelm you.
and I'm finished so that you can leave the homework. We're 10 to the hour now. And Erica, the
Okay.
last comment was, I take tons of pictures when I'm out and about, and I'm
Oh, I love
selective
it.
on what I share immediately and use the ones that I didn't to share on future posts. So I think Erica really does have it, the way it is. I really do enjoy when Erica's posting, and I do see when she goes on, she called it, it's not lazy, but overstimulated with life. So I do see when she's gone, because I actually get a lot of feed from Erica, and I post, I like seeing what she does, and I like that she lives in Arizona, in a place that is exotic for me, and so I like following her. And then she kind of slows down, and I'm thinking maybe something going on with her daughter. So I know, right? Erica's my friend. I know that when she slows down, something's happening in the house. but other people, which is we call followers, our followers are also our friends, but we have that levels of friends. And those that we're targeting, those friends that we want to, let's not say sell, our product or opportunity, but that we want to actually get involved into what we're doing, they're going to go and each person has between 300 and 5,000 friends. They have a lot of other things to see. Plus they have their other 5 or 7 social media to check at night. So the thing is, how much do you want that person to benefit from what you're posting, and how much do you want that person to relate to what you're doing? So it really, posting is easy if you make it, for me, posting is easy because I do want to just involve people into what I'm doing, so that they ask me later, how come you travel so much? How come you have, always an optimistic post? And I love the things that you do. Oh, and I see that you're still in for life. So it's got to go kind of like that. And that, thanks to that, that's how Dodie, thankfully, is in my team, because that's how Jillian ended up saying, oh, are you in a network marketing company? And there's the trail, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm in a network marketing company. She wasn't looking for a network marketing company. She was looking for something else, but the posting was enough to at some point catch her attention. She was looking for the probiotic that she needed. Dr. Rani came, Dodie came. Story of the day. Now I have this amazing lady training for all of us, and just because I was consistent with my posting. So with that, I turn it back to Dodie to finish up with homework.
And I want to say congratulations on your 10 years with For Life, Claudia.
Yay!
I've seen that post this morning. I do want to comment. We all have our mobile or cellular device with us all the time. Here's an example. I go to my doctor's office. It's 10 to 9 last week. There's not a single soul in the waiting room but me. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to grab this time to work my social media. So it's really not sitting down per se for a solid 60 minutes. It could be 10 minutes in the morning with your coffee. It could be 10 minutes at the noon hour with your lunch. It could be, 20 minutes in the evening and then maybe one just before you go to bed. That's the great thing about social media. Whenever you're ready, it's there. So, and it doesn't matter what time of day it is. You can respond to people then. And I find this is another thing I find that's great. If it's in Messenger and I read it and I can't action it, I put unread so that I go back to action it when I'm comfortable. That's another training, but I just wanted to give you an overview. I do want to give you homework to, and a small bit of homework. I would like you to spend 10 minutes in your time zone that you choose, either part-time or full-time, each day, 10 minutes in stories, liking and commenting, just like I showed you. Then 10 minutes in the news feed, liking and commenting. So that's 20 minutes right there I've allowed you. And we're only doing 30 minutes till next Monday because I'm going to give you more stuff next week. And then that extra 10 minutes is your time to create a post and do your stories homework. So the more you build your comfort level creating posts, the easier it's going to come to you. And the funny part is now I can just be walking down the street and I'm like, there's a post, take a picture, it's ready. So when I'm home, I have that photo and I can go, oh yes, I was thinking about a post for that. So what I'm leaving you with is basically 30-minute homework in your part-time or full-time mode. So you're going to do 30 minutes either 5 days a week or 30 minutes 3 times a week. This week, you're going to spend 10 minutes in stories, 10 minutes in the news feed, and then 10 minutes creating your own post. Okay? And do something fun like I'm trying, like sometimes I'll look up National Day. It's National Bubblegum Day. Maybe, and I don't know if today is, so don't post that because I'd hate for you to have somebody tell you you're wrong because believe me, there's keyboard warriors out there. But do your research and find something that resonates with you. Like maybe it is National Bubblegum Day. So I'll run and buy a bag of bubblegum and everybody I pass, I give them bubblegum on the street. I'll make it a social post. Did you know it's National Bubblegum Day? I'm sharing my bubbles. And it's a way to engage your people. So, quick overview recap for you. Stories are 24 hours. They're behind the scenes. So that's where you'll show what you're putting in your protein powder or how chaotic your life is in the morning trying to get the little granddaughter out the door, or different. It could be a poll, it could be a quiz, right? How do you get your maximum protein every day? That could be a great question. Then you're going to do the stories, which is there forever. And that's the scrolling news feed that runs up and down. And that is something you can put a little bit more thought into curating a caption that's going to catch the people's attention. If you haven't been on social media for a long time, I would do something personal. Maybe find a quote that resonates with you and explain that. Oh, Claudia, help me. It's National Fudge Day. It's National Fudge Day in North America. Well, there we go. So we can definitely take the chocolate. Oh, I have the perfect post because I make like a little chocolate protein fudge for Troy and I to indulge in at night for our sweet tooth that I know isn't as bad as grabbing fudge itself. So there's different things that we can use. It could be a picture of you enjoying that little snippet of your fudge. So, everybody comfortable with the homework? Next week, I'm going to talk about birthdays, how to find friends, and how to action the likes and hearts that we get on our posts from this week.
Perfect. I just want to add something. If Facebook is not the homework is, let's say Facebook is not your strongest, you're using Instagram, so then you would do that on Instagram. And you're like, oh, I actually don't do Facebook or Instagram, then do it on WhatsApp. Whatever you do it on the one that you use the most. We're not telling you to use Facebook. I mean, sorry, Facebook. We are telling them to use Facebook. They might not show my algorithm.
But you can adapt this to LinkedIn, you can adapt it to Instagram, you can adapt it to Facebook. It pretty much is very versatile, what I just told you.
Correct. Thank you, Dodie. All right.
And remember, they're not strangers, they're just people we don't know yet.
So the other homework I have for everybody before I pass it on to Dave. Number one, give a lot of love to Dodie. Did you love her training? It's her first time training us. So if you did, give her a heart right now. If you loved it and want to see her again, I want you to follow her on her social media and give her like. I want to see more training with Dodie. Now that helps her algorithm. Number three, we actually posted this live on Dave Daughtry's a personal Facebook page, which a lot of you are already there because he has over 7,000 people in that one. Make sure that you share this training with people that you love, even if they're not in for life. Again, what a great way. The last bit of advice is if you can and want, take a picture of this because that's going to be my post and say, what a great training I had today with Dodie. So everybody that can turn on their camera, please turn on their camera. Hey, JT, good to see you. And give me a big smile. I can share this picture, but you can make your own. And 3, 2, 1, do like, yay, hello, be happy. And throw in some hearts if you can right now. Everybody throw me a heart in there. Hearts and emotions. I don't see any emotions yet. Reactions, emotions. No, not on the text. I need them on the, there we go. I need them on the, yeah, they're coming up there. I need a picture with lots of hearts and emotions. There we go. Okay, I'll post this one on our, actually I'm going to do the second page as well.
You know what?
If your name's
if you
not
go
there.
in and steal Claudia's photo, you can create your own caption.
Yes, exactly. Can everybody on the second page that didn't turn on their camera give me some more hearts so we can love it. Ali did it. I need Melissa, Jane, Beatrice, Florence, all the second page because I'm taking the 2 pages. There we go. Okay, I'll post it on the WhatsApp group. You can reuse those pictures for your first homework up to date. Hey, Connie, good to see you, Connie. So post those pictures. I'm going to put them on the official English group for us. Just grab the pictures, post them on your stories.
And if you're not my friend, we need to be friends. So send me a friend request.
Very good. Okay, back to you, Michael.
Thank you. And by the way, Club, if you're not part of our WhatsApp group, we invite you to join us. as we do every, you can maybe put the link in there, Claudia, real quick for us.
I
And of
think
course,
JT
always,
already did that for
the
us.
new Dave has created for some of you that, most of you I recognize in here, there's a few new faces. Make sure you're going uplinepro.com. That's Dave's official new website. You can become a member there for free. And the membership gives you a ton of, amazing amount of information and scripts and business presentations behind the scenes in his library there. So join Upline Pro, and then our WhatsApp group, you're welcome to join that as well. And then we also have our private group. I'm sure most of you, I think I recognize, are in our private Facebook group, Upline Pro Inner Circle, and you're more than welcome. It's really built for builders. It's where the Upline Pro Inner Circle is for really the ones of us that are growing a business entrepreneurs. We also have another private group that I'll let Dodie talk about, and Claudia, because you're both are very active in that, the health side of the business. I can't remember the link to that, what the actual private group name. I'm spacing that. So what is it, Claudia?
Oh, she's on mute.
Oh, you know what it is.
Actually, JT has done the homework for us, and he
Great.
already
Thank you,
posted.
JT.
Maybe you can repost again at the bottom. So good health and solutions for tomorrow, which we're going to talk about those nasty little critters, bites and stings. So join us tomorrow.
And Dr. Gina tomorrow has a great, every Tuesday, Dr. Gina in Kenya is Health Talk Tuesday. It's at 8 p.m. Kenyan time. I believe it's 1 p.m. Eastern time in the USA. And tomorrow's topic is on aging, which with me in my 70s, I'm going to definitely be on that with Dr. Gina. But Dr. Gina's...
I think everybody has to be on that one.
Everybody's aging.
We hate to admit it, but we do.
Yes, that's going to be that's tomorrow. And then on Wednesday evening in North America, we have our business opportunity presentation where you can invite your guests, your prospects, your people that are looking to join us as a business. And we will focus on the business side on that. That's also at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And Claudia, I believe you're going to be presenting this Wednesday, aren't you? Or do we have a guest present? I can't remember. But anyway, Dave's in India, so Dave won't be doing it this Wednesday. Dave's doing live presentations all over India. He'll be there for another week, I believe. But Wednesday nights, business opportunity presentations. You can also see all these meetings on Dave's calendar at uplinepro.com/calendar. And you don't have to be a member to see his calendar. You can go on Upline Pro and see all the meetings with the links. You can click on the link, it'll take you straight to the meeting. The times on his calendar are 10 Pacific time. Pacific time zone time. So all his meetings are at Pacific time zone, then you'll have to calculate when it is for you. But I thank everyone. Any other thing, Dodie, you want to end with, or comments, or any other meetings?
I'll see you on Facebook land.
Let's go play on Facebook today. Thanks, Dodie. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
We loved having you today. Just see us next week at this same time for the fall. It's been a great, that's going to really be a trilogy, because we had Jade last week. Jody, you just complimented her today. And next week we'll continue this whole social media training, which I agree with you. That's how you can build. You can get to where you get your contacts and your leads in the world. Yes. So thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day, wonderful week. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. So, like Dave said, see you over the top. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. God bless you.
Unmute and say hello to each other.